Looking back at my prelim task, I noticed how unprofessional it was. I think this was because I hadn't really looked at how magazines look before making it, so I didn't really have anything to compare it to, and I just used what was in my head. The images I had took were good quality pictures, except they could have done with a filter or effect on them on Photoshop to make it look more professional and realistic. Whereas on my main task, I noticed that in the other music magazines, the models had been edited to get any of their flaws out, so I decided to use the airbrush tool to make her skin look extra smooth and several other effects. The writing on my front cover on my prelim was very boring and could have done with something on the background like a block of colour, just to make it look more interesting. On my main task I did this and it made the magazine look a whole lot better. I've also put more images on there, whereas on my prelim there isn't any images of the advertisements, for example. My prelim contents page was a bit boring as the background was just white and the page numbers should have been in a box of colour. I made sure my main task was very colourful and it didn't look too spacious. My contents page also has more images on there, which makes it look a lot more appealing than my prelim. Overall, I think I've learnt a lot throughout the process of making my final magazine, as before I had nothing to compare my work to, so it didn't look very professional, but as time passed, I kept looking at other examples of front pages, contents and double page spreads. I knew what to do to make it look appealing and